What's going on, guys? How we doing? What's up, MR2? What's going on, guys? Whoa. I feel like I look really purple. Whatever. I look purple. What's up, DC? What's up, Josh? What's up, Pete? I sent your stickers out today, Pete. We just sent those out today. They should... forgot where I was sending them to, but maybe by the end of the week, if not early next week. JD got a new pair of Stoke Squad. Thank you. I appreciate that. The Stoke Squad, I just got the first report from December because they just came out last month, and they did way better than I thought. So I appreciate you guys picking up a pair or using my discount code. Yeah, it goes a long way in helping support what I do here. So yeah, thanks for scooping a pair. Nice, 8 inches. I was gonna ask Emmer too how it was. How was the lines? Were they not too bad with the holidays and stuff, or what? What's up, Brandon? What's up, Gwendolyn? JD, I will not be at Beaver Creek on the 31st. Top Hat VR. I've been skiing around the Park City area this whole time. I mean, I haven't been at Park City, but I've been at Deer Valley, so unless you don't count that as the Park City area, but what's up, Jason? Greetings from Los Angeles. We are safe. Good to hear, man. Super tragic what's going on out there. Crazy. We need some precipitation. I mean, the lines are a lot. I mean, you know, the lines are bad. People obviously, made it really bad, and TikTok and all that sort of stuff. But you know, you're over the most busy time of the entire season. So I think my dad went out today and there was no lines at all. But what's up, Jesse Doris? Good to see you, man. Hanger, I probably won't be at Snowbird this year, man. What's up, Grady? What's up, Colt? Packed, but Sierra. Okay, gotcha. Good to hear. Great that you guys got some fresh snow, because I knew it was a little bit light over there, so. What's going on, Bon? Good to see you, man. Hey, what's up, Mark? I knew I recognized that name. Thanks for stopping by the stream, Mark. It was good talking to you. I just sent you out a little goodie package today in the mail, so. Nice, Gwendolyn. Where's Ron? Ron will probably be here. Thank you, Connor. I appreciate that. My favorite lens for the goggles, I assume you're talking about, is the Skyburst HD. That's my go-to storm low light lens. Very, very good for being able to ski in low condition, see and ski in low light conditions. What's up, Kevin? Yep, I saw there was a agreement to the strike. $19,000 wow. Both Saturday and Sunday. Like 19,000 feet a day or 19,000 total? That's pretty good. What's up, Drew? Happy Wednesday. Jared Cross, what's going on? What's up, Snowy? All good, man. Just got back from the gym before the stream. That's the one I got. Nice, JD. Yeah, it's a great lens for low light stuff. If you need a Bluebird sun lens, you're going to want something else. But it's a great lens for skiing in storms. You should go to Sundance. I should go to Sundance. What's up, Daniela? Trying to recruit her. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's a fun time. It's a fun time on Wednesdays. Still no snow in the east. Praying for a dump. My legs are still sore. Mammoth is popping off. Good to hear, Jason. 4 days we did 60K. Jeez. That's solid. What's that, 15K a day? Solid days of skiing, man. And with the fam, too. I've only been to Beaver Creek once, JD. I don't really know that mountain very well. There was an area called the Stone Creek Chutes that I liked, but I don't really have like a favorite run. Deepest turns of the year. Nice, Kevin. I saw some videos from some of my friends up there. It looked insane. I think that was the storm that we had on like Saturday that rolled over to you guys. So, what's up, Walton? Learning to ski in deep powder kept brake checking me. I try to keep my shins. I'm learning to ski in deep powder and it kept brake checking me. I try to keep my shins in the front of my boot, but then I do a nose butter. Is my flex too low? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much you weigh. I don't know how tall you are. I don't know what boot flex you are. I don't know what kind of skis you were on. How wide were the skis? Were they POW skis or were they more narrow skis? I've never been to Maine, Colt. DC, thank you for the 35. What? I might be done for the season. Possibly blow out my meniscus. No way, dude. What happened? Oh, MRI tomorrow. What happened? Was it just like a freak thing, or were you jumping off something? Oh, that's not what I wanted to hear. Thanks for the 3 years, but man. Not bad for the Ice Coast. Nice, Walton. Where'd you go? I would say, in my opinion, Big Sky has more challenging terrain. But I would say Jackson Hole gets better snow or more consistent snow. So kind of depends what you're looking for. Yeah, I think Big Sky has a little bit more challenging terrain, but I don't know how often it's really open. So both are sick if you've never been, but that's just kind of my take on it. Vail got nuked with 20, yeah. Backseat after hitting the rock drop, then my right ski got sent to the moon. Ugh. Well, I guess don't want to make any assumptions or anything until you get the MRI, but hopefully it's nothing where you need some sort of reconstructive surgery. But so what does that mean for work then? Like, what do you do when you get hurt? Can you still do like office stuff more, or like what happens? What's up, Patrick? Round top. Gruesome 600 feet. Hey, man, at least you got out there, dude. Glad to hear that, Walton. 600 feet. Hope you had a good Christmas. Happy New Year. Good to see you. Yeah, I've been to Deer Valley a lot this season because they gave me a pass and they support the channel. So I really like Deer Valley, so why would I not go there? especially with a lot of the stuff that's going on with Park City. It just makes the most sense. So, what's up, Henry? My dad was asking for your opinion on the strike and if it's stopping New Terrain. It certainly was stopping New Terrain from opening. They just didn't have enough patrollers and personnel to open much of the upper mountain. It wasn't really because of lack of snow. If you look at Deer Valley, almost just about every lift is open and they're the same elevation. So, yeah, I mean, the lack of patrollers, prevented terrain from being open. So maybe you might see stuff start to open up this week. But yeah, that's the deal. My favorite state for skiing, Mason, is Utah for sure. A lot of free parking at Jake's. Yeah, I got to get back there for sure, man. Ski Round Top. I'll be on light duty and I still have to do my job. I mean, dude, if you like have to really have surgery, like, I mean, yeah, it's. I definitely wouldn't feel guilty because it could happen to anyone, and I'm sure everyone you work with loves to ski, so I'm sure everyone will understand. It's just kind of part of life. The more important thing is that you heal up and get better. Was that Jay Peak? Nice, man. Stoked to hear that the East has been getting some love, man. I feel bad for people who went out to Christmas Park City. Probably would have never gone back. Yeah, I mean, like I mentioned last stream when we talked about it, it's been a bad situation for everyone involved. The patrollers, obviously, and then the people who, came out to Park City, likely was their only ski trip for the year, right? Some people might have put their trip on a credit card and they're in debt for it, brought their kids out. So it's just, bad for everyone. Hey, I'm streaming right now. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye. It was freezing. Surprised Ron isn't here yet. $25 for hamburger is kind of a steal. Are you referring to my video that I put out, or did you buy a $25 hamburger, Walton? I see. That's good, Bon. Yeah, I don't know the full details with kind of a meniscus versus ACL or anything, but I need to practice my deep pow skiing because I'm always on my tails. I'm just sinking. Oh, Vail Resorts in general. $120K vert in 7 days this year. A whole new lift on the back. When's my next video coming out? Skiing tomorrow, and then I got to send it to a brand for approval, so hopefully it'll be out by Monday because it's a sponsored video, but hopefully by Monday it should be out. It's too cold in the garage, Andrew. I tried to stay in there as long as possible, but especially we've gotten a cold snap here in Utah, so it's just too cold in there. What's up, Eric? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know the full details of the strike bond, but what you see is, starting salary for a patroller to be raised from $21 to $23 an hour. So it doesn't really go. I don't know much more past that of like what do the experienced patrollers want. I also heard there was some talk about benefits, whether it's healthcare or things beyond that. So again, I don't know the specific details of their contract. I really don't know the specifics of their negotiation. It's just what people see. Is $21 to $23 an hour. So, but at the end of the day, they just want better working conditions to afford to live in Park City. But I don't know the specifics kind of past that. My next ski trip will likely be Aspen Snowmass and then British Columbia. $2 first chair this morning. Yikes. Eric with the 25er. 2 years and 1 month at the new Beast of the East, Woods Valley. I feel like that's not true. What's up, Eric? Have you been playing hockey much or what? The next ski day for me is tomorrow at Deer Valley. No one get Eric banned again. Yeah, year-round benefits. Yeah, see, I figured there was... I heard there was something with the benefits as well. Big Sky, January 23rd. Nice, Pete. They've been having a good year, so... Brandon, thank you for the $4.99. I appreciate that, Brandon. You gotta leave a message next time. Ever take the ski train from Denver? I'm riding it tomorrow. I've never taken the ski train, man. I used to take the bus from Denver up to where I went to grad school, but I've never taken the train, actually. What's up, Jake? Lucas wanted to tell you I got into skiing. Been fun. Ready to all be nice, man. Stoked to hear that, dude. What's up, Andrew? I don't really know the hardest run I've ever gone down. I mean, the pinball shoot at Crystal Mountain was pretty technical for me. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have a run that sticks out as like the hardest I've ever done. What's up, Kelton? Lucas, do you know if the new terrain and village? I do not know. I don't know. I would assume that ticket prices at ski resorts will continue to increase over time. So is that a result of the new terrain and village? I don't know, but I don't see, ticket prices going down in the next 10 years just because just stuff in general continues to go up. So I mean, it depends where to British Columbia, JD, but when I drove there this summer, it took me 14 hours to get into BC. But BC is obviously a huge province, so it kind of depends where you're talking about. Oh, 70 inches. Oh, no shit. No shit. Oh, Michael, I'll actually be gone by the 14th. I'm going like the 9th to the 14th. We leave on the 14th, so I won't be there then. I'll be there that week before that. British Columbia, I'm staying in Golden, and I'm skiing Kicking Horse in Revelstoke. I'll pay you $1 to go to Sundance. You don't have to pay me, man. I do got to go there. I've only been there like once. Best resort out of Salt Lake's probably Alta Snowbird. I don't know, Walton. I think that they might have some sort of employee housing. I know that they have some affordable housing programs just in general because my mom was looking at it because she's a nurse up here in Park City, and she's another one who struggles with the living costs of Park City. That's why the strike overall is just a weird situation because even $23 an hour is not enough to live in Park City, so there needs to be more, subsidy or assistance from the mountains in getting their employees to be able to live up here. But yeah. Any advice on skiing moguls? Just reach over the backside of the mogul is kind of my advice that I give a lot of people. You always want to reach over the bump. What's up, Isaiah? The hardest part about making videos. The hardest part is just the mental challenge. A lot of times when I'm filming, I just feel like the video's boring and I'm not doing enough stuff. So yeah, the hardest part is just going out and putting together one consistent sort of theme or story with the day. I'm usually so kind of synced on my editing at this point that I can edit the videos very quickly and all that, but it's just the actual shooting, I won't be at Alta this weekend. I'll probably be at Deer Valley this weekend, yeah. How's the hotel house? I mean, Golden's a pretty bare bones town, so there's some hotels. We have like a little Airbnb, so we've kind of found a little place that works. But yeah, there's not. Golden is very much a logging town right off the highway, so there's not a ton of glitz and glamour, but there's a lot of options because your kicking horse is what that area is known for. So. I have 6 days, Walton. Yeah, Revy should be great. I haven't been to Park City since opening day, Tazi. I haven't been there at all. I've never used the 106s, Brent. Yeah, very few people can afford to live there. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the whole dilemma with not even just Park City, but any sort of ski town. Crested Butte, Telluride, right? A lot of times the people who work here can't afford to live here. So, it's a tough situation because what do you need some sort of, some sort of subsidy or some sort of municipality sponsored type housing or assistance because an average home, an average just kind of starting price to get into something is, $750,000. And, you're talking 20-30% down on that. You're talking $250,000 and then a, $4,000 mortgage after that for 30 years. So, I mean, you can't do that making $35 an hour, $40 an hour. I mean, that's why like I said last time, I support what the patrollers are asking for, but it's just a complicated situation because of the living costs in these areas. It's like, sure, you can raise them to 23, but that doesn't give them a living wage for Park City. What's up, Roberto? I actually used to ski the Six Senses all the time, Luke, when I used to live in Colorado. It's a fun little area. They do big mountain competitions there. I've never been to Fernie, Walton. Bond, thank you for the $9.99, my friend. Stoked for Pow. Hope you're doing well, Bon. Hopefully the knee's healing up. I think Whistler's cool. I mean, it's not my wouldn't be my number one pick to go. But yeah, Whistler's an iconic mountain. Glad to hear I'm not alone. Yeah. Favorite camera is probably the GoPro Max, JD Canto. It's the GoPro's 360 camera. Yeah, I totally agree, Emmer, too. I mean, yeah, pick your ski town. It's the same issue any ski town. Tahoe, Whistler, you know, I mean. 106 is too skinny for me, yeah. Oh, my favorite brand of ski is Armada. JJ is not really a brand of ski. I mean, if you're going to go on strike, wouldn't you go over the most busy time of the year to make a point and, make it sting the most? I mean, I think it makes total sense to go on strike during the busiest time of the year. It just, like I said, it just sucks for everyone involved because people came here. Maybe some people make less than what Ski Patrol make, put a trip on their credit card, bring their kids, and that's the experience they get. So it's just not a good situation. I hope they can come to an agreement, and we can all move on from there. My preferred ski length is probably like 188. I mean, it depends what kind of ski. It depends how much rocker's in the ski. But about that. What's up, Chris Noddy? Sending love for Mammoth. How is it, dude? Might be a dumb question, but I don't get why it's only 23. Well, I mean, one, that's like the starting wage for new patrollers, kind of what they're vouching for. And I mean, $2 more an hour is still $2 more an hour, you know. So it's more feasible than saying I want to go from 20 to 40 or something, but you got to start somewhere. And like DC mentioned earlier, there's other things involved, benefits and stuff like that. So what's up, photographer? We got Aspen and we have British Columbia on the docket. Hey, Megan. Any plans to meet up with Rise and Alpine? No plans. That dude's on another level, man. I can't. That's not for me. But yeah, no plans to meet up with Rise and Alpine. Fat bottom skis make the world go round. Ever consider Insta360? Says Mark. I haven't. To be honest. Back in when was it, May? I signed a contract with a GoPro for a year, so I'm sponsored by GoPro as a disclosure, or disclaimer. But all before that, I never. I had opportunities to work with Insta360 and even DJI, and I just turned it down to stay true to GoPro. I think GoPro is the best action camera company. That's regardless of if I'm sponsored by them or not. I've used them from the beginning. But that's my take on it. Really, any of the cameras are great. It's more about how you use them and stuff like that. But any advice on skiing really heavy powder? Just go to Utah and ski dry powder. No one wants to ski heavy powder. What's up, Russell? I've never have not been to Alta in the last week. Nope. Best move at this point, so I'm just not right. It's something not right with your knee, Bon? Is that what you're saying? My everyday ski 78. I have the Stoke button. I can go grab it. There we go. Yeah, I live in Park City, James. They may have a cost of living increase. That's true. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, Walton, is it's just a problem in any ski town. You name the ski town, people can't afford, the workers who work there can't afford to live there, you know. Yeah, definitely, Brad. I also want to ski the Hanging Valley, like hanging something at Snowmass. So I don't have the full details yet about the Aspen trip, so I don't know exactly what they're gonna want me to do. I've never skied Ajax before, which is like Aspen proper. So yeah, I don't know exactly what the trip's gonna look like. What's up, Skiholic? Best snow I've ever skied, probably just a pow day at Snowbird. I mean, you can't beat the Utah snow. We have the best snow on earth for a reason. What's up, Joe? Yeah, then you got to pay taxes. You usually have union dues as well, which come out after taxes, and you can't deduct them either. So, again, I don't know all the details about the strike. I don't know the details about their union. But yeah, that's the deal. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you guys asked my opinion. These are my opinions. So, yeah, $2 an hour definitely adds up. You got to think patrollers work 12-hour days usually. I mean, they're there at 8 a.m. and they leave at, or okay, 10-hour days. They leave at, 6 p.m. So, loved your CMH videos. I'm at CMH Gothics. Nice, Scott. Happy to report that the Stoke Squad goggles have passed the hardest test I'll be putting them through. Highly recommend. Oh, man. I'm stoked to hear that, dude. Yeah, Gothics is on my... I mean, look, I want to go to all the lodges at this point. But Gothics is definitely on my list. I really want to go to Monashees. So... anyways, man, I'm glad that the goggles have passed the test. And one of the things with heli skiing is you're coming in and out of the bird a lot. So you go inside the bird, it's warm, so the changing temperatures and stuff can lead to goggles fogging up. So I'm glad that they worked out. Jackson Borwick says, what's your all-time favorite ski resort? Snowbird. A lot of patrollers show up at 6. We'll leave at 6. So yeah, 12-hour days. Either way, I'm just saying the days are, patrollers are there all day long. So I send your videos to friends who don't ski to try to get them hooked. Thanks, Hanson. I appreciate that. Yeah, the CMH stuff was definitely, I would say, some of my best work. I mean, I put out 70 minutes of content, so it was a bear from the filming and trying to, like, when I'm filming, usually I'm filming one day, so it's like, it's kind of easy for me to think about it, but I knew I was doing multiple days in one video, so trying to segment them all together, and then the edit and stuff and all the footage, I mean, that was, that was some of my... Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, just the heli skiing just doesn't... I think it's just not relatable to a lot of people, so it just doesn't do as well. But I'm stoked with how the videos came out, just from my own production standpoint. But can everyone ski like you with enough practice, doing a God-giving still? I mean, you can ski way better than I can ski, so... I would say is when it comes to West Coast skiers, I'm an average resort skier. So, yes, everyone can certainly ski like me. Yeah, most employees are commuting from Salt Lake City, let's say, or Midway or Heber, but my budget's 800. Your budget's 800 for the skis or skis and bindings, because that kind of changes things. Bindings can be 200 bucks now, so but I need more information about where you ski, how you ski. I mean, if you're a West Coast skier and you're talking about an all mountain ski, I would say somewhere between 100 and 110 for underfoot. But if you're East Coast skier, that's obviously a lot different, but yeah, Dr. Cooley. Sugar Bowl's sweet, man. I've only been there once. I thought it was a very rad mountain, lots of challenging terrain, very easy to get cliffed out. So yeah, I thought Sugar Bowl was a really fun place. I think I paid like 200 bucks for a day ticket, but yeah, it was fun. Look pivots are nice, Walton. I don't really notice a total any sort of huge performance change. I think I'm more just focused. The ski length is definitely, it's a lot of skis, so I think that's what I notice more than anything. But so far, I like the pivots. I have no complaints on them. Is it worth the price of them? I don't know. Yeah, I don't notice a huge difference right now. But what do you think about Park City's terrain and ski patrol? I feel like I need like an automated response for this, but yeah, the reason why the terrain hasn't been open is there's been lack of personnel. Ski patrol, they're the most important part of what we do on the mountain. They're the most important reason why we can enjoy the mountain. So they deserve to be paid more. They deserve to have their voice be heard and be in proper working conditions. So I think it's a shame on all aspects of it. People who came out here to vacation and go ski to have to go with that experience. It's a shame for the most important people on the mountain to feel like they are in unjust working conditions. So hopefully they can come to an agreement soon, which I think they have. But hopefully there's something that works for them going forward, so that we can enjoy the mountains again. Nice, Ethan. Enjoy, man. There's other great mountains near Keystone as well. Why is Snowbird your favorite ski resort? And what's your favorite run at the Bird? I just like the vertical that you get at Snowbird. It's one of the only mountains where you get 3,200 feet of vertical. That's challenging from the top to the bottom. There's no fluff or bullshit in between. You can ski basically double black from the top of the tram right down to the tram deck. So the skiing's great. You get a ton of snow. My favorite run's probably Berry Berry Steep off the backside of the Cirque. My home resort's Altai. Do lots of expert training. Handle powder and groomer well, don't we all, dude? Unfortunately, I don't really believe there's a ski that does powder and groomers well. That's why they have different skis. But you can get something that does both. That can ski both, but there's a reason why people have a powder ski and a groomer ski. But yeah, I would look at the Nordica Enforcer 104 or the Nordica Enforcer 110 probably, James. I'm sure you could find a setup for $800. That ski will do basically anything you need it to. Another good one is the Declivity. The Armada Declivity is a good one. If you're more of a freestyle skier and you want something that's all wood, full twin tip, you could look at like the Ben Chetler, maybe an ARV or something. Dynastar M Freeze, another great choice, but I would stick it at 100 to 110 area. If you want a ski that's a little bit more versed for powder skiing, I would go more towards the 110. And if you want a ski that's a little bit better performing for a groomer or hard pack days, I would go on the more narrow side towards 100. Rasa Slovakian. You get a Stoke button. Thank you, man. I appreciate the $4.99 Rasa Slovakian. Gonna upgrade to a microwave next, see if it works a little better. I mean, there's no doubt, Mark, that skiing, I've skied since I don't even remember ever not skiing, so I've skied from a very young age. So there's that of just skiing, but I also have done, honestly, I've done tons of instruction when I was little. I was going to mogul camps up in Whistler for the summer. I was skiing with the Park City Mogul team. I would go on, I forgot what they were even called, like adventure camps when I was here in Park City. My dad, Joe, he was just at mogul practice today. Joe is skiing with World Cup athletes. He's skiing with Olympians. So I've always been around and fostered by technique and stuff like that. So I do think having proper training at some point, whether it's when you're just starting out, helps build fundamentals and a solid base. But at the end of the day, just like anything, you just have to be on skis. The more you ski, the better you get. Strength training, stuff like that, all helps you become a better skier. But I wouldn't underestimate the power of actual technique and teaching you how to ski. But you can be taught by the best people. But if you only ski once a year, you can only get so good, What's up, Blockhead? Yeah, I was at Deer Valley last week. I was actually there on Sunday. I didn't film it though, but I skied with one of my buddies on Sunday. What's up, Rathu? I don't think I'll ski Tahoe. If anything, I'll make it to Mammoth, but I'm not really a huge Tahoe guy. Any recommendations for skiing Jupiter's Peak for the first time? Well, yeah. Jupiter Peak is great. I think it's a great intro to a little bit kind of the next level of expert terrain. But it is easy. Once you're up there, you can't see it. So maybe go up the McConkey's lift where you can get a perfect view of the face, take a picture of it so you know where you're going. Because if you go right off the top, there are some kind of spicy little zones and chutes. So if you want a more mellow area, you can just, when you're at the top of the peak, push to the left and then go down. It's usually pretty mellow, and that way to get your feet wet. But anything kind of straight in front of you or kind of straight to the right can be a little bit spicy up there. So, Rasa Slovakian, thank you again for the $4.99er. Still getting that black screen. Are you using the new GoPro reframe plugin, Michael, or are you using the old FX reframe one? Yeah, we used to go to Momentum all the time, Eva. Yeah, that was back when, I don't know if Momentum is Momentum still a thing? I think maybe it is, but yeah. Yeah, that's what it was, Momentum. We were there for, a long time. It's a great camp, cool spot to be up at the glacier in Whistler in the summer, and you would ski and then you'd come down in its full summer mode, so it was cool. I recommend using a potato. My 12-year-old cousin died today. That's awful, man. I answered your question about Snowbird, though. I like Snowbird because of the vertical. The 3,200 feet of vertical. My favorite run is Berry Berry Steep. Brighton or Solitude? That's a good question. I don't really know. I haven't been to Brighton that much. I don't really love Solitude though either, so maybe Brighton by default, by process of elimination. My home resort's Elta. Oh yeah, I didn't I already answered this, James, but I would say yeah, I would say get a Nordica Enforcer 104, Nordica Enforcer 110, Armada Declivity 102. Dynastar M3 is a good ski. I would stick between the 100 to 110 millimeter underfoot range, James. How far should you push yourself? I mean, look, there's a balance, right? I mean, at the end of the day, we ski because it's fun and it's something to do. So, I mean, that's your kind of your own risk tolerance. I mean, you push yourself, you get hurt, that's definitely a possibility. So, it's kind of a hard question to answer. When I was younger, when I was in my early 20s and I lived in Colorado, I felt like I was really pushing myself a lot. And I feel like that's when I really started to excel more as a skier. So I do believe in the aspect of pushing yourself kind of beyond what you're comfortable with. But I got like news for you now. To be honest, I don't really have much interest in go pushing myself beyond where I'm uncomfortable, because to me it's just not worth it anymore. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want something stupid to happen. So I think that's kind of, that's the balance. When I was younger, 10 years ago, I was a little bit more like, yeah, I'll come back from it. I switched fived into a cornice and I fell and my shoulder still isn't right. But now I don't really have that desire, to be honest, to hit some huge cliff or something like that. There's other things in my life that I would want to focus on. So what's the ratio of ski days you film? There's rarely a day I don't film. This day when I went out with my buddy on Sunday I can't remember the last time I went out without a camera and without a backpack, probably half a decade. So I almost never ski unless I'm going to film. So that's been the sort of double-edged sword that YouTube has created, is that I don't really ski anymore just to ski it's always, I'm always working when I'm skiing. So, I'm not, I would say 99% of the time I ski, I'm filming and making a video. I almost never just go ski just to ski. No upgrades to Luna. Nope. She's been the same. What do you think about Powder Mountain becoming a private club? I mean, I think Powder Mountain's a great mountain. There's a part of it I think is kind of, shitty, but also at the end of the day, if you can afford to go buy a ski resort, I guess you can do whatever the hell you want with it. So it's just the way the world is, so I always love Powder Mountain. I don't think it'll ever I hope it won't ever be fully private and just totally exclusive, but I don't own it. So see you, Mason. Have a good night, man. Cold in the east all of January. Nice. Hopefully with that cold comes some snow. How'd you get into filming and posting on YouTube? I just had a passion for making videos, and I kind of wanted a place to put the videos. And when I started, it was more kind of on the earlier side of social media and YouTube and TikTok and all that. So that's kind of it, man. I just got started, filmed, wanted to learn how to use GoPros and cameras, and just started making videos. But there's no that's kind of it. I never really thought it would be a skiing YouTube channel, but Seed, Brighton, Solitude. Heads tell me Brighton better. Seed, Brighton, Solitude. Solitude day, Brighton night in one day. That is true. Brighton has night skiing, which is cool. Heads tell me Brighton better. I've liked Solitude better. Yeah, I think it's pretty even on who likes what better. I mean, there's fun terrain at Solitude. There's a lot of cool stuff at Brighton. So I think they're definitely worth visiting, worth going to. Brighton's kind of where snowboarding was originated and nurtured, you could say. Taught myself by watching your videos, so thank you. I appreciate that. You're welcome. Glad you could learn something from the videos. Cold but no snow. Well, hopefully they can make snow, if that's the case. If it's cold enough, maybe they can make some snow for you guys. I'm starting to edit with proxies. Yeah, I mean, proxies are a big deal. So, especially with your max footage and hell, I mean, before, I would make proxies for my hero footage and stuff. And when I used to have a cinema camera, I'd make proxies for my cinema camera footage. So proxies are how you edit quickly with high file sizes. This deserves its own video, but I use GoPro Labs, which is kind of like unlocking your GoPro, kind of getting in the actual firmware of it. So, I set my GoPros to shoot at a higher bit rate. So the footage is even bigger. The file sizes are even larger. The footage is even harder to work with. So, but that, those are the things you can do to get better quality, but then people don't realize that on the back end of that is having to process that footage. So, that's a good point, Bon. Push harder in the first half when yep. As soon as you get in the afternoon and you start to kind of fall and make silly mistakes, that's when it's probably time to call it, so. Dumped in DC, took my skis out. 70 inches in parts of CNY is nuts. Does the new reframe give a noticeable enough improvement? I thought the new reframe's way quicker. My renders are a lot faster. It's just easy. Yeah, I think the new reframe for me has been a lot easier to work with. What's up, Oscar? What's up, Paul Brown? Rasa Slovakian. I'm looking at the Davida too. Yeah, I have a DJI Mavic Pro 2. It's probably almost 10 years old at this point. Yeah, I used drones a lot more years ago. I'm not really a drone guy. I think it's just annoying. There's always someone who's pissed off. The rules, it's almost impossible to fly drones now. So I love the footage. I think it adds such a cool element to the story, but I'm just not one to take the drone out a lot. So a few laps in at Woods Valley. Do have a hockey tournament. Pictures to follow. Are you in the hockey tournament, Eric, or is it for the kiddos? What's up, Gray Strickland? How's Abe's knee? I actually talked to him on the phone when I was flying back from Calgary. He said it's all good. Everything went well and all that sort of stuff. But what's interesting is we talked about kind of a little business idea of getting, okay, I will lay it out. So we have a house in Mammoth, let's say, and we get about 7 to 10 people, and there's like a 3-day camp where we go ski Mammoth, and Abe and we basically teach GoPro filmmaking. How do you shoot with GoPros on when you ski, and then how do you edit those, and the whole deal. So it's kind of like a 3-day boot camp type situation where we ski and film and hang out, things like that. So we've kind of kicked around maybe starting something like that. We don't know how much interest we'd get, stuff like that. But yeah, it would be kind of like an all-inclusive trip, right, where we all stay in a house together, we ski, we film, we edit, we do the whole thing. Can you ski powder with Fisher GS skis? Absolutely. You can ski powder with anything. Can you color grade log GoPro footage on the Quick app? In my opinion, not properly. Not the way log's supposed to be shot. I just want to recommend shooting log if you're going to use the Quick app. If anything, just shoot in flat color, and go from there. But there's really no reason to shoot in log. Refreshing an inch or two. Honestly, Mark, I used GoPro Log for a little bit when it came out, and then I'm like, look, I don't need more. I don't need another step in my workflow. I'm never really shooting a GoPro in like that high dynamic range scenes where I need the extra stops. So I shoot everything in flat color. I think it's good enough. I can color grade it from there. But yeah, I mean, I would use log if I was doing more of like a production type shoot with the GoPro and it's going to be matched to other cameras, Canon, Sony's. But, for the most part, I just use GoPro Labs, turn up my bit rate so the footage quality is a little bit higher, shoot in flat color, and then I don't really mess with log. I mean, I shoot log like on this camera, like all the B-roll, all that shot in C-Log 3. When I had my cinema camera, I was shooting in C-Log 2. So I love shooting in log. I just don't think the GoPro Log is worth it. What's up, Dakota? I should suit up. I've beaten up kids half the size of the ones in the tournament. Going to Breck, any recommendations for best single black runs? Honestly, man, I have not been to Breck properly in years, so I don't even know. But there's plenty of great single black runs over there. I bet you get a good group there. Yeah, I think between Abe and myself, it would be. Hopefully, we could fill 7 people, 7, 8 people, but. I've never used Black Crows, Gwendolyn. Foaming out the mouth. Nice, Rathy. Where are you going to go in Tahoe? Are you doing like Palisades, like North Tahoe, or are you doing more like Heavenly? How much you make per video? Just curious. I mean, it totally depends how many views the video gets. And it depends on the season, December, November usually pays more, but I would say on average 10,000 views, you'd make $150 on the video. So, if you get a video with 20,000 views, you're making $300 on that video, and kind of goes up from there. But yeah, all just depends. When is the best time to ski? Deer Valley. Whenever, man. You can come after a storm because there's usually still fresh snow. You can come during a storm when you don't want to deal with the cottonwoods, but you're always up there. So if you have no problem going to Alta Bird, then I would just go there. You're gonna be disappointed from with what Deer Valley has to offer, but have you ever skied Pipeline? I've not, Andrew. Never skied Pipeline. I have to see my videos. Massive improvement. And I think I'm really starting to feel the extra workflow now. You're wearing headphones, but there's not even music on the stream. These are my fake headphones. They aren't even plugged in. These are my live stream Zen headphones, Walton. What is the least you should be spending when buying new boots for an expert? What's the least you should be spending? Like money-wise, huh? That's kind of a tough question. I mean, an expert level boot's probably going to cost you about $400, I would think, at least. $400 to $500, but Squaw Valley and Heavenly, 3rd annual with the boys. Let's go. A little bit of both, huh? Have fun, man. I don't know, Scepter. I'm not really thinking so. Yeah, I don't really see myself doing... unless there was some sort of opportunity, I guess, that came up. I don't know. Some sort of, like, road trip series I think would be cool. But am I going to go in the van for, 6 weeks again like I did and go live in parking lots? Probably not. Best Summit County mountain. Summit County? Like Colorado? Probably A Basin. Or Copper Mountain, sweet. Copper Mountain, Arapahoe Basin. I like Breckenridge. Did you ski Crow's Peak at Sugar Bowl? I have not skied Crow's Peak, no. When is Lucas going to start posting brain rot? What exactly is brain rot? I feel like the content I already post is brain rot. It's some dude skiing around with GoPros. That's pretty brain rotty. Eric, thank you for the 5 gifter. Anakitha, Nick B, Brett, Henry, M Photo, Ryan C. Thank you for the 5 gifter, my man Eric. Eric, the most recently appointed mod, the most consistent live stream attendee, maybe outside of the Garage Gang. But Eric has really stepped up. 2025 is the year of Eric Gulseth. Start a gaming channel. Shit would pop off. I don't even know where to begin, dude. I made a second channel. It's in the description. There's my gaming channel. What's up, Chris Hugenberg? Sorry for all the gear questions. No problem, man. That's what we do here is we talk about gear. Why is it that you never hit any jumps or larger side hits? I I don't really know how to answer that. I mean, I have hit jumps. I mean, like 2 summers ago, we hit the big park in Mammoth. You know, that booter was probably like what, maybe 60, 70 footer. I don't know. I don't love side hits. I think they're more often than not they can be, yeah, just a little bit more destructive. You know, I mean, oftentimes side hits are back into the run. And it's just not my style, man. I don't know. I don't really have a good answer. I just don't really hit jumps. Matt Edwards, what's going on, man? 1 more month until Diamond Squad. That's right, dude. What's up, Matt? Good to see you. Jason Fuller with the 19er, 99er. What's up, Jason? Good to see you, dude. Sending some love from the East. What's up, man? Chilling. Thanks for stopping by the stream. How's the skiing been in the East? Where you been at? Stowe, Vermont, New Hampshire? A Minecraft channel would go hard. Nah, I started a paintball channel, LC Paintball, but it's not a video game channel. But it's been fun because I'm starting a channel from the ground up, so it's kind of cool to witness all that stuff again. Sorry if it sounds like I'm being annoying with the Sugar Bowl questions. Look, let's be realistic here. I don't even know how many live streams this has been now, but I can assure you no one's being annoying. I've done this for years now. What ski should I get? What do you think of this mountain? Have you skied this run? All right, so no one has to apologize about being annoying, but that's why I do these. Is so if you guys have questions, right? I mean, this is like, it's live. You guys have something, let's talk about it. So I try to get to everyone. Sometimes if I've answered the question already, I'm not going to go back over because sometimes I feel like people ask questions and I don't know what they do. They go close the tab, go do something else, go take a shit, and then come back, and then they miss me. Then I answered the question, and then they ask it again. So usually I'll even answer it again. But once it gets too many times, I'm like, I feel like I do a good job of kind of staying up with the chat. So yeah, if you ask a question and it's something you care about, pay attention because I'll likely get to it. I've been busy with work, says Matt. Before Mid opened up just after Christmas. Are you taking stuff up to those lodges then, Matt? Is that what you're doing? Been sick since Christmas. I feel like a lot of people have been sick. With like a flu, cold, I don't really know. But it seems like there's been a sickness going around the US. 1999er. Oh yeah. I was like, what? You forgot Woods Valley. Eric, I think you need to be the spokesperson for Woods Valley. The ambassador. I have green CA glasses. Ski goggles with some alternate yellow lenses. So usually the color correlates with what. Here's what's important when it comes to lenses and goggles, okay? There's an acronym called VLT, visible light transmission, and usually a yellow lens has a higher VLT. So when someone gets a yellow lens for skiing, storms, it's because that yellow lens lets in more light. So it's not necessarily of different colors. Usually you want a lens that is a little bit lighter, so you can see when it's cloudy out, and a lens that's darker, so you can see when it's sunny out. So that's kind of the point with those, James. Alternate yellow lenses, and then I would get a dark lens. But you really only need 2 lenses. Lucas needs to return to the Little Cottonwood. Fires in Cali are going to mess with us in the Wasatch Front. Yep, the smoke's going to come our way very soon. Which is kind of weird because you're not, at least I'm not used to smoke in the wintertime, so I'm kind of curious to see how that happens. Unfortunately, I think it's going to take its toll in Salt Lake with the inversion, but yep, that's, the weather moves west to east, so that's going to come our way. Lucas Cameron turned out because that one kid on TikTok said he couldn't. Yeah, he told me not to come back to Little Cottonwood. Did Park City the week before Christmas. Crazy to see what happened. Yeah. Yep. That's why you should go to Deer Valley. Mineral Open didn't get to hit it over Christmas. You're going to catch that 30 inches they got. I saw that Mineral opened. Trek was up there, of course, but I won't be up there, Rasta. But yeah, it looked super deep this weekend. Looks sick. Have you ever skied on the East Coast? I've never skied on the East Coast. When I was younger, I did like once, but should I do a trip to Utah or will I never enjoy skiing in the East again? I mean, I would just say that skiing in Utah and, the West Coast and the East Coast are just kind of different sports. So I think skiing in Utah will blow your mind, but, skiing is skiing. So, I don't know. What is the go-to meal you make in the van for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Breakfast would be eggs and oatmeal. Lunch is going to be a turkey sandwich with a cup of ramen. And dinner is probably going to be tacos. Does the GoPro 12 have a wide enough view to take POV shots and selfie shots on the ski pole? Absolutely. The GoPro 12 has a mode called Hyperview, which is the widest mode. So the GoPro 12, just by of itself, definitely has wide POVs to get yourself. I mean, that's how I get my selfie shots on the ski pole, Sam Marsh. Thank you for the 1999er. Looking forward to another good year. Hopefully more snow in Utah. Just joined late. Not sure if this was already discussed. How long till PC opens more with the strike ending? First off, Sam, thank you for the 1999er. No worries. I think we have talked about this stuff kind of throughout the stream, but I don't know when more stuff's going to open up. I mean, they presumably came to some sort of temporary agreement, is what it sounded like. So I think you could start to see more of the mountains open up within the week, but I don't know how much work is needed to open up those areas. So yeah, I don't have an actual answer for you, but hopefully soon. Thank you for the 1999er, Sam. Hopefully we get more snow. Mark, you may cry on the way back, but you will go back. Are you thinking about doing a vid to promote mountain dining for Mid-Mountain, though? If Vail or Park City wants to work together and do it, then sure. But I'm not just gonna go promote mountain dining for free. Yeah. What's up, north of highway? Lucas, I just picked up my first GoPro, went with the Hero 13 Black. Any quick GoPro tips that you wish you knew when you started? I guess when it comes to skiing, mount the GoPro on the front of your helmet, not at the top. Most people ski around with the GoPro up here. You don't want to do that. Put it at the front of your helmet, right above your goggles. You'll get a way better shot than if you put it up at the top of your helmet. Don't do that. If your GoPro's up there, take the sticky off, get a new one, put it on. Before you put the sticky on, heat up the sticky with a lighter so the adhesive gets nice and sticky. Then put it on. Leave it overnight. When it comes to actual shooting and editing, GoPros love light. You know, the more light you have, the better the footage is going to look. So, and then know what you're shooting for. Are you going to be editing it? Are you going to be putting it on YouTube? Are you just going to be, you want to upload it straight from the camera? All that stuff's going to dictate your settings. So that's why when someone says, Lucas, what settings should I use for my GoPro? It's just not that simple, because if you're doing what I do and you're putting the footage on the computer using Premiere to edit and color it, the settings are a lot different than if you just want something to look at quickly, you know, so. Hopefully that helped. I'm streaming from my room, Dakota. I don't think we ever discussed the strike the stream. Strike is in baseball. Utah or Colorado? I'm going to go with Utah for sure, May. I won't be going to Snowbird, AJ. Do I work out? Yes, I literally just got back from the gym. Let's see if I can pull up my workout. Workouts. So an hour and 15 minutes. About 700 calories. Average heart rate was 130 for that. How long was it? Hour 15. Max heart rate of 179. 315 to 430. I can't get my heart rate up as high anymore. But I don't really do any... I worked out my entire life. My dad had me working out when I was literally like 3 years old. So I get this question a lot. My answer is that if you're working out, like if you're just trying to work out for ski season, that's just not how working out should be. I mean, it's a lifestyle. It's a year-round sort of thing. So, I mean, I train legs really twice a week, you know, but I don't do any like ski specific exercises, but I just work out, I strength train, sweat, move around, get the heart rate up. So where do you put your goggles if you have the GoPro in the front of your helmet? I mean, when my GoPro's on, I can't put my goggles up on my helmet, if that's what you mean. But I don't really ever put my goggles up on my helmet. To have a swirly bird debate? Oh my god. That's not that. Now just Walton is just, or whoever said that, maybe it was Michael. That was, I mean, look, that's just one of many comments I get on the internet, but give me a couple good things to think about. Hell yeah. I think skiing Silverton would be cool one day. I don't have any plans to do so, but I mean, if it's kind of like a mutually, if it's one or the other, Keith, I would go the Roth for sure for 401k because it's all pre-tax, So all your gains that you acquire in that 401k, you're not going to get taxed on when you go to take it out when you retire. A traditional is all after tax, so you will pay tax on it. It's tax deferred, right? But the good part about a Roth 401 is that it's all pre-tax money, grows tax-free, you take it out tax-free. So usually you have an option to kind of fund both of them at the same time, but the other side of it is if your employer is not going to match your contributions into your Roth, in my opinion, you should just open up your own Roth IRA where you can invest it in the stuff you want to invest it in, because usually 401ks and stuff, you're stuck to what they offer, right? Target date funds or some sort of bullshit mutual fund. So if they're going to match you, then I would take it. But if they don't match you, just open up your own Roth IRA. Because sometimes, usually they'll just match your traditional contributions and they won't match your Roth contributions. So take the match for the traditional, right? But then just fund your own IRA after that. Got to do the dishes. Why aren't you going to Snowbird? I mean, there's nothing crazy. It's just I just didn't get a pass this year, so they said they didn't really want to. They didn't want to extend the pass this year and all that. So I was kind of like, okay, that's fine, but I'm just not gonna go out there, So, want to see my workout stats? No, I never take my goggles off. No. Snow Basin video? I don't know, man. I mean, it's really just POV footage, so I'm kind of been like, I don't know if I'm going to continue, put the video out. It just seems boring because I don't have like a ton of like extra B-roll stuff, So that's kind of an example of a failed video. I thought the skiing was pretty sweet, but I just don't have enough to make it interesting. I put my underwear over my pants. I won't be coming out east this season, no, Devin. I think you just made that up in your head. Yeah, I mean, the taxes are everything, right? Being tax efficient is going to be is the most important thing. I mean, those are our biggest expenses in life is our taxes. So I don't know enough of your situation. I don't know what other, I don't know if you have debts or, other stuff like that. But just kind of based on your question, that's kind of how I would answer that. I don't know how old you are, any of that. Yeah, contribution limits are much lower on a personal IRA compared to like a 401, a Roth 401k for sure. But it depends. Like some people can't even afford to max out a regular IRA at $7,000 a year. So one of the benefits of the 401k is a lot higher contribution. Company max is 10% for traditional, and I max out traditional and then fund at 4% Roth. Company matches 10%. So they don't match at all for the Roth. Again, without knowing like your whole situation, if that was me, I would take the match for the traditional. Fund at 4%. It's hard to make a call without knowing your income and your expense and all that sort of stuff. But I mean, if you can swing it, then yeah. And I don't know what brokerage you're using for the 401k. Some some brokerages offer self-directed accounts, right, where you can invest in the stuff you want to invest, but I would take the match and then kind of see from there. You can either cut your contribution to your Roth down and max out your own IRAs, so do you prefer the Cirque or Catherine's area more? Are you talking about at Elta? Big fan of the zipline goggles. Yellow lines for the win. Yeah. Chuck sent me the report today, just before the stream, actually, and I honestly was blown away because to be honest, I had no idea how the sales were doing. I don't see when someone buys a goggle, right? I'm not involved in any of the back end stuff, so I'm trying to see if I can pull it up without kind of giving too many details away, but I'm just going to say replacement. I don't know. I thought I could figure this out. All I'm trying to say is the release went better than I thought. So thank you guys. And it goes a long way in supporting the channel. It was a lot better than I thought it would be. So what do you guys? Surprised he doesn't have them on now. Call it the zipline stream. Next year next stream I should just wear the goggles. I will donate $100 if Lucas wears his goggles an entire stream. All right, bet. Next week is the goggle stream. All the videos made in the can't ship in the past already cost them nothing. Let's see if I can pull up the email. I deleted it. Snowbird. Yeah, it was weird because my contact, she ended up leaving Snowbird, so then it was just like I had to find another person. So it is what it is, man. I mean, I get it. They this wasn't the right fit, so totally respect it. But I'm gonna here's my side of it. Deer Valley, okay, arguably one of the most prestigious mountains in North America, gave me a pass. They've supported me on different trips, different experiences. So why would I not want to be at the places that want me to be there? That's where I'm at with it. So I'm not saying I deserve the Snowbird pass. I'm not saying, oh my God, can't believe they didn't give it to me. But Deer Valley gave me a pass. Ryan just texted me today about some stuff. So why would I not spend my time there at a place? It's like you don't want to be around people that don't want you to be around. It's the same sort of thing, I mean, that's kind of as simple as it gets. After all the videos I've made for Snowbird, I mean, how many times have I promoted Snowbird when someone says, "Where should I go skiing?" Snowbird, So that's all. It's just I'm a little bit, I'm disappointed. I'm sad because I love skiing Snowbird. But I'm not gonna, Deer Valley has made an effort to bring me to their mountain. So that's kind of that's as simple as it gets. So yeah, you're welcome, Keith. Feel free to email me if you want to chat more, all that sort of stuff. Garage gang pick, pond skating picks, and then I got to eat dinner. Rename all your Snowbird videos to Fartbird. No, because I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to. It's a great place, great mountain. I mean, the reality is their mountain and their snow speaks for themselves, you know. So I'm not. It's not like I'm telling people not to go to Snowbird. I'm just me personally. I'm just probably not gonna really go there this year. So, and I mean, of all places in the world, Little Cottonwood Canyon are the people who just dislike me the most. They don't like what I do. They don't, you know. So, yeah. Definitely go to Snowbird. Definitely go to Elta. It's the best skiing you'll ever have in your life. So, no, I have an Icon Pass. Deer Valley Friday meetup. That would be cool, Jason. Actually, that would be cool. I'm actually might be into that. I mean, it's only skiers only, so there's only. But I think Friday's gonna be smaller, and I could actually talk to Ryan. I don't think we could do anything, but it's at least worth talking to Ryan of like, hey, it might have, you know, I don't know, 10 people, and I don't know. I don't even know what our options are, but. Hey, look I'll show you guys this. See if it'll work. That's me on the floor at Deer Valley. So Ryan sent me this today, who's my contact at Deer Valley. This was during the busy season. There was no tables available. So I was just eating on the floor by the fireplace, and a Deer Valley person came up to me and was like, hey, can I take your photo? We're trying to get more funding for seating. So he sent that to me and was like, he said, dude, I can't believe you had to eat your chicken on the ground. Would love to send you to a fancy dinner at Deer Valley. So I was like, all right, sweet. So now we're going to go to the seafood buffet. Yeah, I still have 6 days. I mean, I have 6 days to Elta Bird, but Bird no hablo inglés. Garage Bird. 3 years almost. Dakota, how's the freeze going in Florida for you guys? All right, I'm gonna get these photos loaded up here. I saw it was like 30 degrees in Florida or something crazy. Something absolutely absurd. Another year of shenanigans. All you can eat buffet bird, chicken bird. But yeah, I mean, I have days to Snowbird and days to Elta. Because I got the season pass for Deer Valley, I was able to get a full icon for like $400. So, all right, first we're going to start with Eric's, then we're going to do Dakota's, and then I'm out. Transform. Give me 1 second while I get these all. When are you dropping the Snow Basin video? I was just saying I don't really know if I'm going to drop it because I just don't think it's really that strong of a video. Unless you guys just want to see a video of like POV. The cool part is that Roberto's in it. And Joe, I have like 3 different POVs I can mesh. But it just doesn't seem like a super strong video. Chicken bird, fart bird, snowbird. I hope I sent the good ones. This is you naked in the shower, Eric, but okay. I guess here we go. 3, 2, 1. These are from Eric. He said some pond hockey. Very cool. I miss playing pond skating. Oh, I got a peanut in my throat. What pond are we at, Eric? Yeah, beautiful photos, Eric, for real. For reals. Fit to screen. You guys ready for the Garage Gang? Then we're out. Yeah, Lucas, we're ready for the Garage Gang. Yeah, Lucas. What the hell is this? Little Bird and Floorbird are my favorites. No, Snowbird is great. All right. I'm just taking a break. We just both need a little space. That's all. We just need a little space. All right, here we go. Garage Gang coming up. 3, 2, 1. Dakota says, first Garage Gang pick of 2025. Here's to another year of shenanigans. We got the squad. Snowbird, it's not you, it's me. Exactly. Distance makes the heart grow fonder, okay? We just need some time. We need to find ourselves. There's the Garage Gang. Another year of the gang. This might be going on year, like, it might be year 3 or 4. Unbelievable. We got Celeste. We got Matt. We have another homie in the back left. We got the pillow. All right, guys. Happy New Year. Happy 2025. It was a fun stream. It was a good stream, so thanks for stopping by. Stickers, Stoke Squad goggles, second YouTube channel, all that sort of stuff I believe is in the description. So bongs and dongs. Micah, you are late, okay? But it's all good. PG-13. Eric, take care. Next stream, we're wearing the Stoke Squad goggles all stream long. Please post a Snow Basin video. All right, guys. Have a good night. Have a good week. I'll see you guys soon. Check out the recent videos. All that sort of good stuff. Peace.